Unity, unity, unity. What's good, y'all? As my supporters and those who are helping me evolve and guiding me to be the greatest, I think I deserve to know this. So, remember the YouTube situation though? I was like, oh yeah, they're hating on me and this and the dirt. Well, I came to find out that there's this mute button right here. I'm not gonna press it, but there's this recorder that this voice thingy that I accidentally pressed, and it caused me to mute my shit when I was recording the videos, and I've been muting myself this whole time. So the image video was only muted because of me. YouTube didn't do shit. However, YouTube will try to do some shit later on in the future. They've already tried to do some shit in the past. In the future, they're going to go crazy, and I'm going to go crazy. But this video here, we're talking about greatness, bro. In this video, I'm literally going to be talking about purpose. Your purpose, my purpose, the purpose we serve in this world, and what will happen when you're walking your purpose of positivity and righteousness and evolution and growth and detachment. So you may be asking yourself, what are you talking about? I mean, when you are walking your path, when you're walking your purpose, when you are evolving into a greater being, a greater consciousness, a greater person, there will be entities, there will be forces, there will be people, there will be friends and family, there will be higher ups, there will be people in the system, in this matrix, who are going to try to stop you. And it's just, it pisses me off. It really upsets me because it's true. You know, you're gonna have anybody from friends or family switch up on you and betray you. They're gonna send people who you think care about you just to destroy you. They're gonna send females who pretend to love and care about you. They're gonna send guys who pretend to love and care about you, who you might end up falling in love with, and they end up fucking you over. They're going to send all these entities and things because they understand and know that those who have a positive purpose in this world are designed to stop their agenda and what they're doing. People like me, for example. Now you gotta understand, we got different types of people. There are people who have a purpose in this world. There are people who don't even have a purpose. There are some people who are genuinely, in some sense, a waste of space. And I say that because they do have a purpose, but they choose not to tap into that purpose and go through the trials and the tribulation and the pain and suffering to evolve into that purpose and to evolve into that higher being, that potential, that eternal potential, that greatness they can tap into. They refuse, they choose not to tap into it, which makes them a waste of space. Because think about it, if you know you can be this up here, you know you can be this up here, but you choose to be this down here, then what's the point of having you around? If you want to build a civilization, right, and everybody needs to pitch in and make a difference to make a better civilization, and then there are people who are sitting on their asses all day and eating all the crops and all the food and do nothing, throw them to the side. It may sound harsh, but it's true. There are some people who really don't serve an actual purpose because they refuse to tap into their purpose itself. But people like me, I've gone through the trials and the tribulations. I've went through the pain. I went through the suffering to tap into my tribulations, to tap into my greatness, to tap into my eternal potential, to tap into my power. Now, I'm not tapping into the eternal potential yet, but I'm getting there. My point is to you is that don't give up. Don't stop. On this journey, you see, the journey to the purpose, this is a lonely road. Now, you may have friends who are on this road with you, but at the end of the day, we may all learn things. We may all learn the same things, but you're not going to learn that same thing the way I did. You're not going to learn to be happier the way I learned to be happier. You're not going to learn to be careful of who you trust the way I learned to be careful about who I trust. Therefore, at some point, when you and your friends are all on this same road together, one friend is gonna go this way, y'all gonna continue, and then the friend's gonna go this way, y'all gonna continue, and then another friend's gonna go this way, and another friend's gonna go this way, and another friend's gonna go that way, and then you go up, one's gonna go down. Eventually, you are going to be alone. Now, I'm not saying you can't have allies on this journey with you. Yeah, you have allies and teammates and people who are here to support you and be with you. But at the end of the day, when it comes to evolution, you're the only one who can really inspire and guide yourself to evolve. And that's what walking your purpose is. That's a big point of walking your purpose. When you're walking your purpose, you are tapping into your greatest potential as a being. You are on the journey to your greatest potential, to who and what you're designed to be, who and what you're truly meant to become. So when you go through that, when you tap into that process and that phase or that tribulation in life, people will try to stop you. People will try to say terrible things to you. People will try to lie and deceive you. And you have to understand and know that in order to tap into your potential as a greater person and your purpose, you have to evolve past that and fight through it. Because when you're living in your purpose, they're not going to stop fighting against you. And you're going to have high powers that are both positive and negative, keeping an eye on you, fighting with you and fighting against you. I have higher powers, higher beings, higher consciousnesses, beings even more powerful than me, who are on my side, who are helping you, who are guiding me. But then you have beings like, demons or demonic forces, negative beings, demons, negative demonic forces. All these beings, all these unrighteous beings, unrighteous forces, higher ups, all these things in the system designed to come and destroy or take me out. But they can't, because I'm chosen, I'm built different, I'm designed to do this. This is one of my greatest purposes in life. They can't destroy me. And I say this to help you have a deeper understanding of what you're capable of. Because when you're, on YouTube, or you're on Twitter, or you're on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok, and you're making a positive message and you're spreading positive information and knowledge like I am, and they start shadow banning you, when YouTube starts shadow banning you, when Instagram starts deleting all your posts, when TikTok tries to mute you or delete all your posts or bans you, when Facebook tries to block you or stop you or shadow ban you, with all these social media apps, with all these things, because at the end of the day they're owned by higher powers, higher ups, elites, Illuminati, whatever you want to call them. I really call it the EOS, but anyway, at the end of the day, you will have these higher powers, these higher things, because at the end of the day, you're on their platform doing what you want to do. So they can do whatever they want to do to what you want to do. And I know it's harsh, but it's true. Because at the end of the day, they don't give a fuck about freedom or freedom of speech, this, that, and the third. They made that shit so they can take it away from you. They've already taken it away from everyone. But anyway, you're doing something right and positive when they're sitting around and they're deleting your videos, when they're muting your videos, when they have you looking like a reptilian in your videos like they did to me at some point, when they're trying to make you look like the bad guy, when they're trying to delete your post and shadow ban you and send people to your lives. Speaking of lives, I gotta start doing lives one day. You know what I'm saying? But on Instagram at least, on YouTube and Instagram, fuck it. Well, anyway, when you're living your purpose, you have to tap into the understanding that you have to take your role as a being more seriously. Once you tap into your purpose, you begin to understand that your role as a being is more of a responsibility than it is something to do for fun. So when I tapped into all of this at the beginning, all this was all cool and fun and shit. But when I realized how serious it was, I began to understand this isn't a game. I have to take this seriously. This isn't something you can take with a grain of salt. Well, you should be taking a lot of things with a grain of salt. Always take things with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Don't trust it until you know it. In fact, to be true, but anyway, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling y'all to walk on your purpose. Walking your purpose is not easy. It's not an easy path. I'm not saying it's all negative. I'm not saying it's all positive. But it is full of both. You're not going to be happy all the time on your purpose. You're not going to be smiling all the time. And that's just the truth. You're not going to be angry all the time. You're not going to be depressed all the time. You're not going to be excited all the time. You're not going to be mysterious all the time. You're not going to be excited all the time. That's the point of a purpose. Your purpose is not only your way of life and who you should be, but your journey as a being. And you have to tap into understanding that as a warrior, those who walk their purpose. Once you walk your purpose, you have to accept it, the understanding that you are a warrior. And as a warrior, you should be doing warrior shit. You should be going to war. Now, I'm not saying you gotta run out there with a goddamn AR and shoot shit up. No, I'm saying you have to fight against these forces who are fighting against you. You gotta fight against YouTube and all these social media apps. You gotta fight against these evil forces, these malevolent forces, these beings designed to destroy you. So I say all that to say this: you are a warrior. You are awesome. You are great. You are built different. I say this to you and to myself as well. And you are amazing. Wahoo, remain eternal.